Hey folks, MangoTownMatt here. Got MangoTownTravis on the line. He may pop in and out because of my audio. We've been having some minor issues, but nothing too bad. We are back with some more drafts this week. We'll be playing some Brazilian drafts, which is essentially just like international drafts. You are forced to capture. I'm white, obviously. I'm going to go first. Travis is going to be black this round. You are forced to capture. One thing that does make Brazilian drafts different from the other variants is that instead of being played on a 10 by 10, it's played on an 8 by 8. So.
How did you select a place? What was that?
I didn't select a place. I just selected a piece.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah. And so one thing about one thing that's interesting, one thing I think that can be interesting is with draft variants where you are forced to capture, is that you're forced to capture even if it would be disadvantageous to your piece. So you could, in theory, create some situations where stuff doesn't go particularly well for you just by, for example, Travis moving a piece. For example, if Travis moves from square 13, which is over here, to square 17, I'd go 21 to 14. He'd have to go 10 to 17, at which point I would go 22 to 13. I think I still technically end up a checker ahead in that case. Oh no. So now he was forced to take me. The question is, what next? Try and stay conflict free for a while if we can help it. But I think another plus of Brazilian drafts is that the 8x8 board means that your games are going to be shorter, they're going to be quicker, which I think overall can be a plus for sure. So what's been going on in the world, Travis?
Playing games.
Oh yeah.
Games.
Yeah, not a whole lot. Went to work, taught a bunch of chillins. Now I'm back home. It was funny. I ate lunch. I came home, ate lunch, played with Gigi a little bit. Then I was getting everything ready for the stream. And I've doors that allow me to close off the kitchen. I can close off the living room. It's nice because I can open them all up and make it really open, or close them and make it pretty contained. And I couldn't find Gigi anywhere. It's man, where is she? I would say we probably have at least 10-foot ceilings here. Gigi Gigi hopped up onto like a wardrobe that we have that I don't even know. I looked all over the whole house. Oh, you have to take that second piece. Dang. Dang, I goofed, y'all. Um, so she jumped way up on this wardrobe, and I have no idea how she even got up there. Man, I'm in real trouble now. Let's see what we can do though. How weird. I don't think you can jump in reverse, but you may be able to.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, it looks like it. Well, what can you do? Did you forget that I could go backwards?
Yeah, I said oops. I don't know if you heard me say that.
Yeah. No, I didn't know you'd cut out by that point. It's gonna be tough though. I think it's gonna be a very hard comeback.
almost let you capture backwards again.
It's going to be tricky though. You can just walk 24 right in there, basically. Ooh, that's not good though. Ooh. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Yeah, definitely. Brutal. You want to play another one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're playing on a different website today. We were playing on Board Game Arena, which you will see us play some of our games on. Board Game Arena has a pretty gigantic selection of games. Though I think there is, and correct me if I'm wrong, Travis, there is like a limit at a certain point, right?
A limit of what?
Where um, I feel, isn't it something like you only get to choose a certain number of games that you want to play before they kind of lock you out, or is it that it's for certain more premium games like Carcassonne and
Yeah, there's some games that I think it's only $2 a month.
Oh, that's not bad.
There's some games on here that you can pay those $2 a month.
Yeah. Yeah, so there are some games that are off limits. Of course, it doesn't really matter because there are lots of free games on Board Game Arena. I really like the interface, and I like the variety that you can get. I mean, there's so many games to choose from on Board Game Arena. I mean, it's not set up the same way that you might see it on, say, IG Game Center. There isn't just like a big list where you can scroll through all of them. But I think you can still browse through the various games. But we've played a lot of really fun games on here that you wouldn't normally.
There's quite a lot of fruit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, not nice. So I was originally going to do a double going from 10 to 19 to 28 as from here up to here over to here. Turns out I left a hole in my defenses, leaving Travis wide open to get in there.
oh boy.
Should be airtight this time. I think we have a quadruple coming our way. Oh, you dog. Sneaky dog. That was a good find.
Yeah, I could have done
So one possibility that we may run into as well is either where I lose because I simply cannot move any more pieces, or where we have a draw because neither of us can move any more pieces. We will see.
I don't know. I mean, we'll have to capture it no problem.
Yeah, I think that you would have to be especially efficient at inaction, especially inefficient at acting. To pull that off. This is bad news right here, folks. Pretty much, regardless of what I do, Travis ends up with a double. It's good for Travis anyway. There's two opportunities for doubles here. Either 10 to 1 or 10 to 3. If you're able to see the numbers on the board. Nice. Dang. King, king, double king. Almost. Yeah.
It's not take your most. Yeah, you're more advanced.
Yeah. I dug myself into a hole here, folks. Travis just has to wipe the table with me now, basically. More doubles.
You get to capture that one.
I get to capture that one, that's right. Probably better to have 3 and 7 together than to have 12 and 7. Oh no. Oof. See how long we can hold them off. Nice. Great job.
Oh, is that right?
It may have been. I really don't really mind either way though. Good on ya. Alright folks, I think we're going to call that for Brazilian drafts today. Tune in next week. Travis came up with a list of 9 other draft variants. And you know what I was thinking about, Travis? We may, and I doubt this is the case, but it is, yes, a possibility. We may be the first people to ever play all of the different draft variants.
Maybe. I found other ones on different sites, but we can't play them yet.
Ah, Well, very good. So we have at least another list of 9 and growing, meaning that if you play one game a week, it's going to take you over a year to hit all of those different variants. All right, folks.
I know there's Hawaiian drafts that I've seen before.
Hawaiian drafts. That sounds great.
Spanish drafts. A lot of different countries have.
Yeah. It's a pretty logical way to make a variant. All right, folks.
There's a lot of different regional chess variants.
Ah, yeah, that's a good point.
Or versions. I don't know if
Yeah, I've heard people talk about like, oh, Spanish variants, and I've been like, I've never heard of that before. But it makes sense that just like with drafts, you see the same thing in chess.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Keep your eyes peeled for more streams. Check us out on the YouTube, not your mama's tube. And we will see you next time. Goodbye.